Hi, today we're going to talk about be a good example. You know, one thing I've always loved is to watch little kids as they grow. And I remember myself when I was little, you have dreams and what you want to be. When you see a fireman, you get excited. When you see a policeman, it's like, oh, that's what I want to be. It's like those dreams change constantly. We have a little boy that a couple of years ago, I brought him a suit from the Smithsonian Institute, and it was an astronaut suit. Boy, at that time, he'd wear it everywhere. He wanted to be an astronaut. Today, he wants to be a park ranger. It's around the teen years that I think my mom saw that difference of maturity in me when I would ask her, Mom, what do you want me to be when I grow up? And I threw out different topics thinking that I would impress her, that I wanted to be a doctor, I wanted to be this. And she took a step back and said, Mijo, which means my son, she says, whatever you do, and what would warm my heart is I want you to be a good example. So whatever you choose, that's what's most important, that you be a good example. That took me a step back, but maybe after a few conversations with my mom, I'd realized she wanted me to really be a good example in all things that I did. She would tell me, be a good example as a man, as a brother, as a son. And when you do something wrong, that's the most important time to be a good example and accept responsibility and to show people how you correct yourself. Well, I've come a long way since those lessons from my mom, and it takes me to the leadership that we are today. And as leaders, that's what we are really out here to be. We need to be a good example for others, a good example on how we lead, a good example on how we correct ourselves and show humility, and a good example that people want to follow. And that's today's lesson. Go out there and be a good example. Thank you very much. Follow me at the following links below. And buy my book, Shortcuts Get You Lost, a leadership fable on the dangers of the blind leading the blind, on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Thank you.